Scarlet and Violet, the new Pokemon games, have a lot going for them. New mechanics, free roam gameplay, and even Pokemon following you in the overworld. However, another reason this game is so good is because of the starters you get to choose from. Hey there Emoy gang, it's Hex here with another video explaining which Paldean starter is technically the best. With your options dimmed down to only 3, you might not think it's complicated, however there's a lot of factors to go over. Really quick, before we get started, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I love making content for you guys, and having people subscribe lets me know you guys love it too. Also, if you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like. I'm going to be explaining individually a starter's move pool, typing, and stat spread, which will give us a rough estimate to which one is the best overall. Skip to these parts of the video if you want to go ahead to that specific topic. Number 1. Move pool. Meowscarada, Quaquaval, and Skeledirge, all being starters, have fairly good move pools. They have access to respectable options to finishing a set, however some are better than others. Let's start with Quaquaval. Besides looking kinda funny, Quaquaval's moveset is left to be desired. It has strong physical moves like Close Combat and Brave Bird, and even a great signature move, Aqua Step. However, being a water fighting type, coverage for grass, electric, flying, psychic, and fairy types is minimal at best. Disregarding special moves, Quaquaval has 0 moves to hit fairy, electric, and flying types, but have some moves for grass and psychic. Having access to U-Turn, it could be a well-pivoting Pokemon, however this will cancel out its Aqua Step boost, so maybe not the best move. It literally only has one other physical coverage move, that being Fling, which could go well with acrobatics, but Brave Bird allows you to keep your items, so that's nothing to write home about. Pretty decent, but nothing to be proud of. Skeledirge is up next and has a lot to offer. It has solid coverage for Ghost and Dark types, being Disarming Voice and Crunch, and has great stab moves like Shadow Ball and its signature move. However, besides that, it doesn't have anything for Ground or Rock types, but overall it's pretty good. Meowscarada has arguably the best move pool with a lot to uncover. First, even though Grass and Dark has a stupid 8 weaknesses, with one being a 4x weakness to Bug, other Pokemon are going to have to live a hit if they want to OHKO this thing. I see Focus Sash being its most viable option, or maybe Life Orb for extra damage. Thanks to its signature move not increasing a stat, U-Turn is much better on Meowscarada than Quaquaval, and other moves make it well-rounded. Thunder Punch for flying types, Play Rough for fighting types, and a lot more. This thing has a lot going for it, and I'd give the edge to Meowscarada for move pool. Number 2. Typing. As stated previously, Meowscarada's type is awful. Grass and Dark has 8 weaknesses and a 4x weakness to Bug, which is just terrible. The whole team would have to revolve around it to make it even close to viable, but it's not a lost cause. Skeledirge is pretty solid. Fire and Ghost is pretty good, having 5 weaknesses and 6 types it's strong against. It's basically a physically bulkier Chandelure, and I'm here for it. Quaquaval is the best. Water fighting is just a really good offensive typing. 5 weaknesses and 7 types is strong against. I would give Quaquaval the edge for the best typing, however Skeledirge is fairly close. Number 3. Stat Spread. Skeledirge has an interesting stat spread, having a lot of health, solid defense and special attack, and mediocre everything else. Built more defensively, this thing hits hard and can take physical hits fairly well. Quaquaval has a weird stat spread, to say the least. A massive attack stat, but mediocre everything else. It's just having to rely on an item to help it. Probably Choice Scarf if I had to take a guess, although it does just go on par with Aqua Step, so maybe not. Meowscarada is just perfect. A ridiculous speed stat of 123 and a physical attack stat of 110, this thing is going to take you far. Really goes to show how you can take a Pokemon and make its stats fit it so well. Bonus points for most interesting design. Meowscarada is based on a cat or lynx and a magician, looking like a blend of Meowstic and the Harbingers from Genshin Impact. Sick. Quaquaval has the most relative design to its origin, that being Spain. Based on a peacock and dancer, and being from a Spanish-originated country is super unique. Skeledirge has arguably the coolest design and a lot to uncover. Alligators are cool, but it's the first fire-type starter to be on 4 legs, a nod to how birds and alligators have a mutualistic symbiotic relationship. The little bird on its snout is just amazing. That's pretty much it for this video, keeping it short and sweet with a lot of information that benefits you. Whatever starter you pick is totally up to you, and they each have their ups and downs. While it doesn't really matter which starter you pick since they're all so strong, it does help quite a bit knowing what they lack and what they excel in. Remember to just have fun with the new games. New content uploaded every week, so more fun things to cover. See you guys next time.